Yo, what up? I just wanted to hop on here before we get into the actual video and give everyone a heads up that I actually filmed two of these breakdown videos probably a month or two ago and just haven't gotten around to actually editing them and posting them up. I've been doing a lot of traveling this summer, so just want to give everyone a heads up that these will be getting posted more often again, and then once we get through the USA, or actually the Pan American Championship here, then we'll likely be getting into hopefully the European Championship. So stay tuned.
We have one fantastic matchup today with Dexterity Depot versus Ollo. I am hyped up for this one, not only because I think this is a great matchup, but the quality of this whole breakdown series is only getting better. Took some time today, figured out some audio issues, so let me know in the comments if you do believe it is better, because I am now recording the audio from the match internally on my laptop and then recording the audio outside my wonderful voice through the camera shotgun mic I have set up. So hopefully everything's getting better here, and let's get right into it. We are starting off with Paul chasing and
to start with
Roland evading back there.
For them as he goes under the sisters.
Roland is a squirrely athlete, and I love to watch him.
Close attendance, but
and one funny dude indeed. Is this a... Ooh, let's go, come on.
Keeps him in it, and he is...
Dang, I thought that was going to be an evasion right there, right off the bat.
Well, 17 and a half.
Very well played.
In the end, he was not far away from a lead-off point.
That's why, as a chaser, you always stay in it no matter what, because that was... I forgot to look at what time that was, but that was probably 17, 18, 19 seconds right there.
He's done some really impressive work as a chaser on a number of occasions in this tournament, as Sean. He is tenacious.
Ooh, got that hard, heavy tail. No, didn't get it.
A second or two to get a bit further.
Paul playing this pretty well. Very interesting. He got super lucky there. Didn't get tagged on his ankles. Dang. That was a good evasion.
Sure. This was an interesting strategy by him. Most evaders will go around the...
He got pretty lucky going under that front line there. Could have... Well, that should have been a tag.
To Dexterity.
Fernando. All right, let's see what Fernando has. Chasing here. Going up to Tiger. Did he get the tag off the bat? Nope.
Can't manage to make the dive work under the mountain. Now, can he...
Not really cutting it down. Don't know. Really quick, I'm not going to go into a full quad cam breakdown, but this loading bay here, it's honestly getting pretty rare that you see anybody going over top of this, and this is a great example because if you go through, this is a big gap for you to be able to go up and under. The issue with going over top like Fernando's doing here is he has to come back down in order to push off the platform again, and he just can't really get a good... Like, he has to come down in order to get that tag on Paul right here, whereas if he was inside of the loading bay here, he could have scooted out this opening here and got the dive tag right there. So for the most part, you're going to be seeing almost every team coming through this gap rather than coming over top going into the loading bay. And I think that's the biggest way a lot of people misplay this obstacle. Yeah, and then he's just up top. He can't really do much if he cuts back like Paul just did. Paul played that super well. 2 evasions in a row. Beautiful.
Paul has changed up his strategy. He is not going...
Yeah, see, you're just stuck up high. And it's tempting to stay up high when you do go over these bars on the loading bay there, and you just have too much stuff in between you. Loop. Very good at flipping.
Coming here with Paul, who's already gone back-to-back evasions.
Oh, nice. Well played. I'm going to say that could have been a gate vault tag or the Ludi tag.
Saw that Paul was going towards under the mountain. Yeah. Oh, as you can see, Paul got caught up by that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause that. Let's go back a little bit. So what I was saying here is this could have been either the classic gate vault, but he's probably... the gate vault would have been close, But what I'm calling the Ludi tag here is because Jared Ludi really is the one that kind of invented this tag. In Hollywood Freerunners, we're calling it the X-Wing dive as well, where this right hand is on this platform coming down, and you don't even have to put your hips onto this angled bar here. You can really just hold on with your right hand and then dive all the way out here, and you just get so much more distance than the gate vault. And I mean, it's honestly, and the reason why I'm so forthcoming in giving this information, because with Hollywood Freerunners, we do want to keep some of the secrets to ourselves, is like, this is just legitimately a difficult move to do and not completely wreck yourself. And there's a lot of commitment that goes into it, and a lot of training as well on the actual quad, but it is sick when somebody pulls it off. And once we get into the Apex matches, I'm sure Jared does it at some point in those matches, and I'll break that down as well. All right, let's keep going. But really well played. Nice dive tag. He was quick coming over.
Dexterity Depot.
Aaron, natural at this sport.
A lot of the teams in the playoffs tonight have reached the quarterfinals of WCT USA before, but Dexterity Depot
Way to push him out of there. Yep, way to stop him on the front line, and golden showers. Beautiful. I won't explain anymore why that's called golden showers, but you can talk to Amos on that one.
The quad as a Vader, they are sending out Aaron to match him. They did
Beautiful.
exactly what they said, and look, it paid off.
2-0 Dexterity Depot.
All right, let's see if, I believe in this competition, Aaron picked up a lot of evasion, so let's see if he can do it again. See that we were talking about that in that last video, is if you don't make that step through convincing, not really worth anything. Oh my god! Yo, that was sick. That was very well played.
Use of the ridge by Aaron, but it was just not enough near the end. Steez, he saw that he could dive out and get that tag. He went for it.
That was sick.
Dexterity Depot. Athlete ready!
Ollo are in a hole. They trail 2-0.
Ooh, nice. Well played.
Be key. It's only one big stride to go on to the second sister, and an easy move through the mountain. As Alex can't do so through the loading bay, and now a lope around the front.
This is incredibly well played as an invader here. Yeah. That was like textbook evading. Get to your spot, and then get out of there.
All it takes. Look, Alex had a chance at the loading bay. He missed it. This was an incredible.
Beautiful. He could tell. Yeah, he could tell he was coming through, and then he busted out of there before he could actually like cut down that distance and actually get his hand on him. Nice job of Steez. See if you can do it again.
Geordonn trying to get hold of Steez. It was back-to-back evasions for Paul that put Dexterity Depot 2-0
Yeah.
up. It is not going to be
Nice game,
back-to-back for Steez, because Dexterity maintain the narrowest of leads.
Little bit of a hesitation from Steez. That's all it takes when your opponent is running and jumping into the center of the tilt.
Beautiful.
Textbook move by Geordonn right there.
Classic slap.
There's a few Ollo fans here. There's certainly an Ollo banner that's been pretty much ever present. It must be stressful because every
Very good.
game they play ends up being close. And
Beautiful.
this one is close, and Bailey Harter is too close to Geordonn there.
As you can see, that was exactly what we broke down, I believe, in the first breakdown video. Bailey went straight up onto that tray and down the front line, which caught him in that lazy boy corner.
Dexterity send in Connor, who is 18 years old.
Oh, probably should have had a dive out if he was more confident in that thread. This should be if he dives. No. Come on. Yeah. Oh. See, like, Bailey just got a little bit frantic there, and as an invader, you really just have to just commit to what you're doing and be comfortable and just running away. Yeah, he's just getting a little bit flustered there.
Connor was just keeping pressure on him. Connor controlled the tempo.
Roland.
In comes Roland for Ollo. He's been their top evader.
I love that. Yo, that was sick. If you're quick enough at that ridge gap, then that is a fantastic move that Roland just did. Because a lot of people, will do that like fake step through that I talked about that's not really convincing at times, and then have to come all the way out and back around again. But if you can just commit to that thread gap, then you're golden. Very well played by Roland. And dive. Beautiful. That's why that Tiger as a chaser, that Tiger is an incredibly strong move. If they bust out early like that.
Did not even go up on top of the tilted cube. He juked him.
Love it.
Into the final quarter of this contest. Sean.
See if Sean can do it.
Rescue this for Ollo. They are no stranger to tight and tense games. But off goes Aaron over the sisters. It's down low for Sean. And it's a hop out of the mountain and down low for Sean again, but he does not make contact. And Aaron is away. And he stops and waits and waits and waits. Oh! Has he waited long enough? Oh. Did Sean wait?
There's another one of those things that why even leave it to chance? Like, Aaron should have just gotten out of there and gotten a for sure tag. He knew the 20 seconds was coming up. Like, he should have just gone through and done that speed ball onto the mountain. Oh, yeah, that was a tag. Dang. You see so many different chases lost because of that. People are expecting and anticipating that 20-second mark. And if they would have just ran for either 22 or 23 seconds, it would have been a guaranteed. I mean, I've done it too. I've messed up where I've lost points because of it. Really wasn't much reason to hang out there at the Lazy Boy too much. Good tag.
Sean unfortunately chose the wrong route. He went along
actually, not a lot of people would have made that move. It was very... Oh, we're already on match point. Let's go. 2-1 dexterity. If he gets the evasion, he's done. See if Steez can make it. Beautiful.
It looks like he has tagged. Yes, he has. Paul acknowledges it. And it's a quick one as well.
Great tag.
Steez has already been on the quad 5 times this match. He is not looking at all
Beautiful
tired.
dive.
This is a very important chase for them.
Match point, Dexterity Depot. Athlete,
Aaron back out again.
Aaron makes the tag. Dexterity go through to the quarterfinals. If he does not, we go to sudden death.
Come on. Oh, come on. Oh. That was a good cutoff. Good cutoff, and that's it. Yo! That was an amazing tag. You don't see, because a lot of times it's shooting straight out from the Lazy Boy, but shoot through like that. That was sick. Fantastic job by Dexterity Depot. I 100% expect them to be probably top 4 team in all the competitions coming up, especially USA national competitions, because they now have their home quad at their home gym. They have an incredibly solid lineup of guys, and for them to get on a quad and just have ample amount of time, just like what Apex has had for the past couple of years now, is going to be invaluable. This competition is no longer, hey, who's the most athletic, who can run the fastest. I know I was completely relying on, in the past, just running away or chasing people down, but it really is becoming, A, who can run the fastest, who can move quick, B, who's the most technical, and C, like, who knows the quad the best. It's really becoming this game of, like, physical chess, to where, like, hey, an evader makes this move, I'm going to make this move to counter it, and it's just all those moves and counter moves throughout the entire match, whether you're a chaser or an evader, and it's really becoming a cool sport because of it, and I really hope that more quads come up throughout the nation, and I think it's only ever going to elevate the sport. A big thing with this whole series is I was honestly a little bit worried about releasing too much information. I mean, we have Amos on our team who is invaluable with how he runs the technical side of World Chase Tag, and we have gained a lot of knowledge from that, and I was a little bit worried about putting a lot of that information out there, but at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to who trains on the quad and who trains those techniques on the quad, because it's one thing to know them, but then to drill them in your mind by training on the quad is a whole different story, and it's really just who's willing to do that at this point. And I think it's only going to be a net benefit for everyone, me putting some of this out there. Of course, Hollywood Freerunners will probably have a few of their trade secrets that we'll keep hidden and close to our chest, but hopefully I can just put more value out there for other athletes, and then of course the fans as well, so they can understand a little bit more on what's happening in these different matchups. But fantastic job to Dexterity Depot. Congratulations for winning that matchup. Ollo played a good game as well, and with that, we'll see you next time.